What's what happened to you? Do you even pose? It was the cold part that hurt my tooth right now. Welcome back to the BlubHub Babbles podcast, number 17, baby.
Hi, I'm here also, by my own free will.
You know, we do this every Saturday till the end of the year. I'm exactly 50.
It's 56, right? Because there's 56 weeks in a year. That's why I told you we needed 56 ideas. BlubHub fixed 56, because I do 56 spooktastic Saturdays in a year.
But don't we do more podcasting?
We used to, because videos were supposed to be every other week, but now we do a video with every week. So, like, what we did use January, for example, well, technically we put videos out before the podcast, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that means by the end of the year we will actually have more videos than podcasts.
Sounds great.
I think.
My math is always wrong.
I'm trusting myself, and I'm going to be confidently right or confidently wrong on the internet. That's just how it be.
I feels that. So, how are you today?
I'm good.
A couple days ago, it was your birthday.
Yes, I came into existence, on that day.
You came out of
Roughly,
your mom's
24.
vagina.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, what's up? Name's Stonewolf Gaming automatically on the PC.
I popped out and just was like, how's it going, my glorious gazopos?
And automatically just popped out like there. And I don't even picture you as a kid. I just picture you just how you look right now.
That's because you've only ever known me as an adult. In fact, I've seen pictures of you as a child, but I don't think you've ever seen a picture of me.
I think I've seen your Facebook profile, and I think that's the only young picture.
Yeah, but that was when I was like 16. So
but
I feel that was like 2 years before we met.
So I feel like that's exactly what you look like. So,
let's see. Well, weird as this one was, until I was like 3, I had blonde hair and blue eyes.
Whoa,
Yeah.
son.
Yep.
He's is that a mutation or genetic mutation or whatever?
I have no idea.
You're a mutant now.
And then, so if everyone wants to know the weird part, is I had the blonde hair, blue eyes, and then around like 4 years old, my hair turned red and my eyes changed green. And then my eyes finally went brown, and then my hair went brown. I actually still have red in my hair. It's more noticeable than my facial hair, but I get red hairs. It's just the brown,
I just know Kai was a blonde hair, blue eye guy. Me,
I went through like every shade, people, but in my defense, if you look at like my DNA, it's confused as heck.
You went to the character customization a little bit too much in the beginning.
Yeah, I just like slid every slider.
You're like randomized.
Yeah, I just kept going. Now I look like this. So,
if the Matrix was real, you think that's like the real thing? Like people, like how we got so many weird looking people. You think that like how we do that on Mass Effect about how people make weird looking, or Saints Row?
All I can think of is the Elden Ring, the dude that made the guy with the giant nose. I think I sent you the clip of just the schnoz.
Yeah. You think if the Matrix was real, you think that's the reason why we all look like that?
All I have to say is, if the Matrix is real, and there's someone out there that's controlling me, what the fuck you doing, man? Google some look some cheat sheets up, bro, because we not winning.
Nah, they're only playing the free trial version.
I need my guy to go get a job, motherfucker. Get a job, start throwing some money into this game, because you've seen where we live.
Like, I grinded hard for this.
Like, man, I put in so many years for that. My character's shit talking me.
Speaking of shit talking, I've now got a job, but I was working with this other dishwasher,
Was
and
he shit talking?
a little bit because he was talking about, do you play any video games? I was like, yeah, sure. So I asked him what type of game. He's like, well, I like to go outside a lot more, but there's this one game that I've been playing, and I was like, oh yeah, what is it? He's like, Warframe, and he
Was he shitting on Destiny 2? Because that's the only game
no,
that
he was
you're.
shitting on me because I bought skins, and he's like, you're supposed to grind on that shit.
Okay, time out here. This is. I'm gonna shit talk this man for 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds. You know what? You're getting the whole goddamn rant. So, for those of you that do not know, Warframe is the game that I I think in total, if you count not just because I played it before I had Steam, I think it might be my most played game ever. I don't play it as much anymore, but I did.
You played a lot last year. I know that
I
for
did
sure.
actually play quite a bit. I got really into it again. Uh, I've played that game to the point that I'm not anymore, but I had at one point gotten to the end game where there was no more progression really for me other than making a couple weapons here and there and playing with friends. Like I beat at that moment I had beat the game. Now there's plenty more content for me to do. They've added plenty of updates. But at that point in time, I won. And if you talk to any true Warframe player, they will say this: fashion frame is end game. You get to the point where you just that's all you care about is what you look like. Like that's the whole point of the game is eventually just making yourself look badass. And yes, you could grind for it, aka grinding mods and things like that, and then go selling them out to get the platinum to buy it. Or you can spend like this is gonna sound like a lot of money. Slap $20 in the game. You know, you'll probably have your favorite frame by the time you actually care about what you look like, and buy like a cool skin for it. Buy a couple color packs. Buy a couple things like that. You'll have good looking frame. And if you're not really wanting to put money into the game outside of like that initial amount, you really don't have to if you care about what you look like. But
I care about what I look like. I am a cosmetics person.
yeah, I know because you're shit at the game, but
I'm decent.
you're shit. Uh, it's all right.
A
We
blind man
understand.
could probably be better than me.
Yes, but it's all right. You have
Stevie
other things
Wonder.
that you're good at, like you're good at Titanfall. But yeah, no, no one's allowed to talk crap to people that spend money in Warframe. I'm gonna be honest. I've probably put several hundred to maybe even $1,000 into the game. I definitely have put more money into Warframe than I have in CS:GO.
Damn, son. And then I tried to shit talk him back, and he's like, because he bought a gun, but he said that was the first time he was playing, and he didn't know how to play. And he's like, I thought I had to buy guns, and then he.
Well, then sir, Google. There are tutorials for this shiz.
Well, he's also playing it on the Xbox version, so
There's still tutorials, like
yeah.
even still, and now it's crossplay. So
Crossplay these nuts.
I'd rather not.
Okay, that's fun.
Crossplay sounds like a testicular torsion when they get like all like twisted up.
Oof.
Yeah, that sounds like the crossplay sounds like you're trying to be like saying it in a nice way.
I'm like, hey man, what happened to that cruise you were on?
Man, my nuts got a little crossplay.
Crossplayed. A little
Ah,
crossplay
damn, bro.
today. Yeah. Room service, man. Crossplayed my nuts right there.
Some kid kicked me in the nuts and
Crossplayed
crossplayed.
me with Cheetos to boot.
But yeah, no. Overall, look, people want to look nice in a game.
I
Let
always
them
want to
spend
look
money.
nice.
And a lot of people don't have the time to grind to look nice because that's another thing. Warframe will take years off of you. Actual fucking years. It will take days to grind something in that game. Actual days to get something.
Yeah.
So if people want to cheat the system and just buy it, fucking heck, why not?
That
Save
also
some time.
reminds me of your other second favorite game, that space game that you and Razzle play.
Elite Dangerous?
No, the other one. Star, no. Uh, what is the other space game you guys play?
That's like the only one. I don't think there's any others what we play. There's Pulsar, Lost Colony. But that's like a really fucking indie game. Like that's not a popular game by
No,
any
it's like
standard.
the type of game. I don't know. I don't think it's Elite
Supreme
Dangerous.
Commander?
No, unless I'm even talking about the other game that you guys are talking about.
We don't really play a lot of space games.
Well, I thought it was the type of game where like
Use your words now.
I'm trying to think of something that where it just like instantly click for you.
Just start describing.
I know that you can be a pirate, not pirate, but like you could take. I want to say Starfield, but that's Bethesda that hasn't came out yet. Uh, I know one story where these people who bring fuel to people who are lost in space.
That's Elite Dangerous.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I was thinking of a different game. I don't know what I'm thinking else. Oh, unless I am thinking of a different game. But did you hear about the CEO? That how he scammed everyone over because I guess you could buy something in there. I guess someone scammed all these other people in that whole game, and then I think it's that game or so. I don't think there's anything else different than that. I think that's what the game is, but the CEO basically just hemorrhaged a lot of money. That's all I know. I'm trying to remember back what's all going on, but I just remember that I read a story about how.
As I have no idea what you're talking about, I have no input.
So I guess there's like banking on there, right?
I mean,
But
yeah.
not like it's not real banking, but you can actually put real money into it. So what this one guy did,
I mean, you can get like pay for like the premium currency, but that only that's again just like for cosmetics. That doesn't really get you anything in the game other than making your ships look nice.
whatever. Well, they did something that they were able to do crypto into it. So what they did was they added it not really into the game, but somehow you enter the game, but then also it's the outside. Or anyways, they were able to do some kind of crypto. They got scammed, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. And the, I'll just have to send you the article. That's what it just in my head just popped up. I was like, oh shit, you play that game, you know? Okay. You close? Okay.
I was about to make a joke very similar.
So, but yes, I guess we should get started at least on the one topic that
Do we have topics?
barely. We wanted to at least do this a controversy free.
There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that a lot of people are taking multiple sides on, and honestly, we're too lazy to either pick a side or we just don't want to say the side because the internet will kill you no matter what side you take. So we have decided, screw the controversy. We have fun today.
Well, let's have one controversy and talk about The Last of Us episode.
Oh, that's gonna be a controversy
5.
just because of us.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna say that. Hold on. Look me in the eye here.
you got really close to me.
Well, I'm not trying to get close to you. I'm trying to look it in the eye. The fact you're here is just.
Your leg is really warm. You are super warm.
I'm cold though. But all right. Look, I get it. Most video game adaptations are dog shit. We all know this. We've all accepted this. But the show is not as good as all of you are saying it is, and it's time we're honest about this. Now I've said it. I've said it. The show not as good as people say. It's all right. It is an all right show. Like if it wasn't for everyone's love for Last of Us, and I love Last of Us. If it wasn't for that, the show would be like a solid 5 to 6 out of 10. maybe a slight boost up to a 7 because of the third episode, because that story was good. What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to give you some dramatic music about all this.
Okay. Either way, look, the show itself is just okay. It's not amazing. It's okay. And it's alright if you like an okay show. Everyone likes an okay show, but it's not a 10 out of 10 mastercraft of artwork. It's just okay.
When the kids say it's mid.
Yes. Yes. There's lots of things that they like. Okay, I'm scooching back over. I've said my piece. Basically, I think the show isn't as good as everyone says. I think it's a good show, but I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. Now, on to the controversy part. For like the combination of the last two episodes, the introduction of the Raiders and the leader of the Raiders, the lady whose name I've forgotten, but it's not important. That's part of this controversy. Is introducing her and her goddamn storyline was a fucking nothing sandwich. They introduce her and kill her off, and I never cared about her. She wasn't a scary bad guy. She didn't like do anything that made me feel like she was dun dun dun, but I thought she was a little stupid for being so obsessed with revenge and putting her people in danger. Like, you're a stupid leader if you're going to do that all over revenge for a guy that's gone.
Right.
So, I didn't care about her. I was just like, wow, you're a stupid leader? You're putting your people in unnecessary danger?
I feel like they.
And then you died. And that whole bit with like their side of the story seemed completely worthless. Like, you guys put so much effort into showing me what's going on with them, when honestly I think it could have been better to spend that time with Joel and Ellie and help develop their relationship even more, and just have the Raiders as something scary in the background that's hunting them, that they are having to avoid while building upon their relationship. And then maybe even build more into Henry and Sam's relationship with Ellie and Joel, to make what happens at the end of the episode have a larger impact than what it did. It was still, I felt like it still had a pretty decent impact. I feel like for people that didn't know that was going to happen, I feel like it still got the same shock factor that it did in the game to people that were playing when that happened. But I feel like it could have gone even bigger. And I feel that the biggest drawback was them trying to push and humanize the villains of this story. And I didn't think the villains needed to be humanized, they just needed to be there.
And if they were going to do the whole thing, it probably could have spread out a couple more episodes.
Yeah.
Where it seemed like, oh man, odds are all against us. Let's do that shit.
So either way, I wasn't impressed with the last two episodes, though game adaptation wise, from game to show, it was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn close. It was pretty good. Like, game to show, I feel like they hit like an 85% ratio.
Pretty good
Got
game.
pretty damn close. Can't complain about that. No issues there. But I feel like they could have done better. Not like they could have done make it closer to the game, but I feel like they could have. I'm going to say one of my big issues with the show right now is it feels like time is moving too fast. Like, after watching the show, I feel like only a couple of weeks maybe have passed in the show. Well, in the game, I'm pretty sure a lot more time has passed by the time Henry and Sam. So I feel like the time scale seems off, and I feel like Joel and Ellie's relationship isn't where it should be for where they are. And I feel like the last two episodes were them trying to remedy that. And I do feel like they got closer, but I do not feel like they are up to snuff for, especially, one of my favorite moments in the game, which I'm sure is going to be in the next episode. But if you've played the game, uh, there's a nice, lovely moment they have inside the house after Ellie kind of runs off, and she basically tells Joel, "Don't leave me. You're basically the only person I have. I'm not gonna die like your daughter." That's basically what it is, and they have their little rough moment. But then, because Joel cares about her, they click even more after that, and that's when their relationship like really sprouts up. But I feel like they're
Like a
not.
mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a mushroom. But I don't feel like their relationship is at a point where that speech is gonna hit as hard as it does in the game. I might be wrong. They might surprise me, but I don't see it happening. There's my rant. I will let the internet do what they will now.
I do like it, but I agree that was kind of like an anticlimactic thing. It was cool to see the zombies pop out like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. The zombie scene. I was sexy.
Yep.
I have like a cat hair on me. It's almost like I own a cat.
Uh, but yeah, it was pretty good. But at the same time, I really wish their odds were more stacked. Like there were more risk that they had to do, but it just felt like, oh, they just have to be there because it just doesn't make sense. Like there was no exposition why she was after Henry.
Well,
I mean,
not at first.
well,
They originally explained it. He kills her brother, and she wants revenge. That's it. It's the brother. Her brother was the leader of the resistance, and everyone really liked him. Henry gave him to Fedra to heal his brother, and now she's like, "I will kill you then."
yeah,
That's it. It was just a revenge plot, and you know,
but they really made her character feel like that she was going to be like like the governor from Walking Dead style.
okay, I'm gonna say this, and maybe it's because I've been watching The Walking Dead a lot.
I feel like
She
each episode.
wasn't scary, and I mean that in the way of like, not even because I feel like I'll get the people that will make the joke. Well, it's because she's a girl, but like in The Walking Dead, God, I wouldn't fuck with like Carol or Maggie or like heck, basically like all of them are like super terrifying people, and of course like wouldn't want to cross them, but it's like their presence is still like threatening. Her, I felt like she was trying to be threatening, if that makes sense, but wasn't threatening.
Yeah,
And I don't know if I don't want to say it was her acting because I didn't think she was a bad actor. I don't know if it was the script or just like the directing for her character, but I just felt like they wanted her to have the same impact as someone of like the governor or like any of the bad guys, Negan, whatever, but she wasn't it. She felt like she was someone putting on a show to try and be threatening, but I was just going, I don't know if I was standing in front of her, if I would be scared of her.
I think it's I don't know. I think it's just like the Joel and Ellie. For some reason in my head, I just picture like a monster of the week. She was the monster of the week,
Yeah, I mean you're not
and
wrong.
I mean, and it's like they're not developing a
They're not
character.
pulling the story because that's my big issue right now is Joel and Ellie. They're not. I don't feel one. I don't feel all that connected with their characters anymore. I feel like you just see little bits and pieces. I feel like it's you're just seeing the cutscenes of the game,
Yeah,
and yeah, okay, that's where the primary part of the story comes in. But this is a show. You're already changing things. Show more of their relationship. Show them do other things. You have that opportunity to show more of their relationship and more of their relationship building, and I that's why I'm going for what I know is because I feel like we're basically at the halfway point, because isn't Tommy in the game, if I remember right. I believe that's close to the halfway point.
Yeah, because it already showed next week's for
Yeah, it's
like
Tommy's.
that and the snow
Yeah,
level
because
too.
well, that's when the snow starts, and so I don't know. I just don't. Everyone keeps saying that the show is amazing, and I'll give it this. It's average and it's a great video game adaptation, but it's not as good as it could be. And I feel like everyone might crucify me now for saying this, but I think in a few years, once the hype for it has died down and people go back and look at the show, I think more people will realize what I'm saying. And I believe this.
All right, that's the end of the podcast.
All
See,
right, so have a good
no,
one, guys. What else we
no.
got? You have
But
anything else?
I don't know. You did talk about our favorite video or favorite BlubHub video.
No, sure. Yeah, sure. Well, did you have anything else to say? I kind of just cut you off and just was
Not
like
really.
transition.
I mean, to me, it just felt like a nothing sandwich, and that's all I have to say.
All right.
I mean, like I said, like I don't know. In my head, I said it's just the way that if they were like, if they, I'm pretty sure they're. I don't know. I'm trying to give them excuses as well,
Yeah, same here.
but I understand if they were like in a time crunch, but also the way of like, let me try to like. I'm pretty sure they have like so many episodes that they could do, but I don't know if they made it a little bit longer, or like how we were trying to explain it, like make like season one and then like at least have like two other seasons with it.
Yeah.
Uh, then I feel like it could be a little bit more fleshed out. That these episodes would actually look good in a way of like, okay, these are actually like real things. So,
Yeah.
but I just feel like they're just flying through
I
it.
also have to say this: a lot of the gunfights and the human fights have been incredibly anticlimactic to me. Uh, like the one I think of is like, okay, I get it's not the video game. They can't show Joel 1v20 killing people with bricks. But first of all, the man has not killed someone with a pipe or board yet, and he's not thrown a bottle, which is, we have issues, and I will not be happy until this has been done. But outside of that, Joel misses like every damn shot he shoots up until he gets the sniper rifle, and then he starts hitting shots against the zombies. But up until that point, it feels like he was taking like 7 shots to hit one guy. Which I get it, that was probably how bad my aim was in the game too. But I, I, mm, I just don't think Joel is as good in a fight as he was supposed to be.
He's got that Mandalorian blood, so he's
Well, he misses like every pistol shot he takes. Has he even hit someone with the pistol in the show?
that one guy who he kills with a sniper.
No, I mean with a pistol. Has he hit anyone with the pistol?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Or did he kill the sniper with a pistol?
I think he did kill a sniper with a pistol because he was like, "Hold on, don't." He's like, "Don't make that
Okay, so
move."
that was the only guy that he's hit with the pistol. Because I know he like unloads an M4 at a clicker and misses every shot. Spams his entire revolver at the clicker, misses every shot. Like the fact he didn't die, man should have been sent to the last checkpoint.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's another issue I have. Is Joel seems kind of shit at fighting.
Everyone else is so it's all good. So, but yeah, I would say that. So let's go ahead and just change the mode before
Change.
change the power within. The power within.
Power within.
The power within.
The power within.
The power within. Yeah, man. Yeah, I see that SpongeBob. There's like the power within. The power within. I saw a video or something like that. It was when when you come, but she still wants you to keep going, and you're like the power within.
Okay.
But
What
yeah,
was the other topic? Oh, so
just whatever, man. I know that you said you want to talk about BlubHub, our
oh
favorite
yeah,
BlubHub
sure,
videos.
sure, we'll do it. What was your favorite video, Hannah? You've edited more of these than me, so I feel like you've probably paid more attention to them more as well.
Uh, I know I got a new favorite that's about to come out soon, but we won't talk about that until it comes out. But I would say probably our favorite one, probably the Pops video.
The Pops video? Really?
Yeah, because I think because we were, I don't know, I think because I've always had a problem with like recording things outside. I always had
Oh
like,
yeah.
and I think I always had like a
Yeah.
problem of like,
You still do, really. Like
yeah, and
you
I don't know, I just always, I don't know, I think it's because I see other people on the internet. People are like, "What the fuck, man?" They're like, "Oh, you're stupid." Just I don't know, stuff like that. It gets me self conscious because other people ruin it for the other people.
yeah.
And so when we're at Pops, I felt the most comfortable to actually like get all these shots and everything. And it actually felt like I was like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I guess I was in the zone, I guess you'd say, to record things and
Yeah.
everything. But I would say that's probably like one of my best.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed that video. Here's what I remember from our pops video was we were already running late.
Yeah,
I think one of one of us. I think I was on the time crunch.
I was wearing this shirt actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. So we were already like an hour late, and then I was like, "All right, we gotta go. We gotta go." You get in my car, and you were like, "Oh, well, we also need to go to Edmond Unplug." I felt like we ended up taking like 3 detours to get
Oh
there,
yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
then I don't know if I should say it, but then I remember that the behind the scenes you had originally uploaded was just the raw
Oh
footage.
yeah.
He just uploaded like 30, 40 minutes of raw footage of the behind the scenes, which wouldn't matter all that much. But we had a very cute waitress, and we were like joking about, oh, should we get her number? Should we do the So it's just really weird because you just hear like that entire conversation of both of us being incapable to talk to a female,
You're like, you
and
want to
it's like,
smash?
yeah, it was like 30 minutes. Well, the conversation didn't last that long, but it was just like worth, and it wasn't even a good angle. It was just like angled at the plate with us talking. You couldn't see us, and you couldn't see her. You just see like maybe her hand set down the plate. That's all you get, and then you just have me and Hannah having a regular ass conversation. So, and I didn't know about it. Your sister actually told me. She watched it. She watched the behind the scenes and then asked, "Why is your behind the scenes just you guys trying to ask out a girl?" I was like, "What?" So I go and watch it and I realize, and I ended up taking down the video, re-editing our behind the scenes. So the behind the scenes that exist now for it is a different behind the scenes than the original uploaded behind the scenes.
Yeah, but it was a great video because I felt the most comfortable.
Yeah, he had fun that video. Um,
And I would say like I don't know, I do got a second one. Either they're both close contenders. Probably the fruit smashing and or the Dollar Tree challenge.
the cook off.
Yeah.
Uh, Mine right now is a tie between two. I feel like the first one that I think is actually my favorite right now is an interesting one because honestly, and this is me being honest, it kind of looked like poo poo. It kind of looked like shit. It's our Valentine's video where me and Hannah are on a crappy date in Paris, where Hannah's plates and everything are green. We had a green screen. So for part of the video, it just looks like we have floating pizza.
Yeah.
And it's so bad. It's so bad. And because of like the way the camera was set up, we look ultra grainy. So everything's so bad about it, but I don't know if it's just because I really enjoyed that making that video. That video was like really funny to record,
I
and
crack up every time when I was eating the garlic bread.
yeah, and rewatching it, I usually don't get much out of like rewatching funny stuff, but I rewatched that video a couple of times, and it just you shoving the garlic bread in your mouth. The time you did it, and you were trying to ask me for a drink, and I became incapable of pouring a drink.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, that was funny to me. But outside of that one, because uh, I think that one is my new favorite right now. But before that one, it's probably the cook off. The behind the scenes and the cook off were both some of my favorite things. So, but I edited those.
Yeah, you edited the cook-off one, which
Yeah,
was pretty well
yeah,
done.
I did both of those. I did the behind the scenes for it too.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah,
That was But yeah, so far,
I also edited the fruit one, didn't I?
yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you did. That was kind of the start of our uh subscribers bouncing up, and
Yeah, yeah. So that's I think my favorite is the current date one, but before that was definitely the cook off. That was interesting. The making of that one was interesting too.
yeah, so far, what was your worst ones that you
The
think?
worst one? Hold on. Hold on, where my phone at? I'm gonna look. Because I know there's a worst one.
Oh,
Do you have a worst one off the top of your head?
uh, probably the apples to apples video.
Okay, that one was pretty damn bad.
We started very so confident, but then when we started recording, and it just went downhill so
Okay,
fast.
there's a video that's gonna come out that I don't think is gonna be very good, but it's probably gonna be funny. um, let's see here. Um, oh, I completely forgot about spaghetti dinner. That one was a classic.
That one was a pretty good one.
That was pretty entertaining. Probably our pumpkin carving video.
Our first one or second one.
Ooh, those were both pretty bad.
I thought the second one was pretty better of a better adaptation.
I mean, it was better, but that still doesn't make it good. The
I
first
would
one
say
wasn't a
I
very
would
high
say
bar.
the second worst one would probably be the cereal.
What? I love the cereal one. That was what began it all. I still laugh at that one.
I think it's because I ate apple cider vinegar, and
Oh, you just hated the making of it?
yeah, I guess
It
you'd
was pretty
say
bad. It was a
the
pretty bad
video's pretty
experience.
good, but the like,
I feel like the editing on the video now is kind of outdated,
yeah,
especially for our style. Oh, We Finger Slime. That one's so bad I forget about it.
yeah, that wasn't as good
That
either.
one was pretty crappy.
I remember how we were like,
I
finger.
eat slime like 3 times in that video. I lick the slime. I take a bite out of the slime. Like that. I don't. The slime ended up in my mouth too many times in that video.
What else did we do? We did
Let's see here.
apples to apple slime. We did try the berry.
Uh, that was. So we have carving pumpkins with the boys. That the video that came out in July, but we recorded for October.
Yeah.
I'm not pointing fingers. So carving pumpkins, apple cider vinegar cereal. We finger slime. Uh, the good, the bad, and the clickbait, our thumbnail video.
That one was pretty good too.
I feel like it's outdated now too. I actually still like that one's thumbnail though. That one's thumbnail I still feel holds up. Just the thumbnails we talk about in it don't. Um, can an can an apple a day keep the doctor away? Yeah, that one was not a very good video. Look at my hair; it's so
Right.
long. Um, Flat Dr Pepper is just water. Blub bits, the only blub bits. Can we be Taco Bell employees?
Oh, I do have another blub bit. We can add the Markiplier conspiracy.
Oh yeah, but that's not gonna be a bit because that's way longer than.
Well, I can shorten it down to a bit
I don't know.
because I know there's some dead air. I can definitely.
Okay. Can we change our taste buds? I feel like that one's our worst thumbnail. That's a pretty shitty thumbnail. That's a pretty
Yeah.
goddamn bad thumbnail. And also, you look like you're 10 years old.
We were matching on that day
We
too.
were. What the fuck is wrong with us? Then sniff, sniff, BlubHub behind the scenes. What did we just drink? Which behind the scenes is that?
Which one?
Which one is sniff, sniff? Oh, is that for the taste buds?
Yeah, because remember,
Okay.
because it was
Yeah.
it was
Oh
the
yeah,
meme where
your
I was
obsession with me sniffing things.
Okay,
Which
I changed that. I think that was my god tier one because it's just
bad thumbnail, hilarious bit. Because okay, I have this thing, and in fact, it just recently came into play again because you handed me a piece of food and I sniffed it before I ate it. So people don't. I don't know why. This might just be me, but before I put things in my mouth, I gotta sniff it.
in that taste bud video, you see him like he's talking with chopsticks, and you see him look at it. And he goes,
I do.
He looks at it, and I zoom in, and you see him sniff it.
That video has made me incredibly self-conscious of me sniffing things, but I do it all the time.
I forgot about it until you were like, I have to sniff things, and I just remembered in my head. I was like, you were like, this talking, and then you're like, look at it.
I still do that. Hannah usually edits out now or doesn't put emphasis on, but like, I don't think I did it for the gamer sandwich. I think I just surrendered and just knew it was going to be terrible anyway. So what was sniffing going to do to help it? But in most things, like most of our food videos, that I usually sniff it.
I think I don't really notice them now because I think you just do it so often. And I was like, oh, I do because I do see it every time when I was like, oh shit, I should have like zoomed in on that shit.
Yeah, because like you just like Hannah handed me the food before we started recording, and I just went, smells good, and then ate it. So I don't know why I have that issue, but I just do. It's me.
I think our Bob Ross video was also a pretty bad one too.
I forgot that one existed.
Yeah, because I still have the panties for those.
Yeah, no one wanted them. I understand why, but it hurts. We should have seen if anyone wanted our blindfolded waifu paintings. Razzle's girlfriend said that they look like paintings from a schizophrenic person.
Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that one too.
I have those paintings in my closet. I get to look at them every time I record and enter my closet. Rias and 02?
Yeah, 02. Yeah,
they're both pretty fucked up.
We're going to be doing another art challenge, though.
Are we?
Yeah, for our waifus. That's what we're going to say.
I know that we were going to make body pillows at one point.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So that might be happening at some point.
Yeah, we could definitely add that. We should definitely...
Remember, we had to make our... Oh, that's another one. Remember, we have to make our own custom perfect waifu?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot about that, too.
Yeah.
We should rewrite these out. Write those down right now.
Write those down. Write those down. Oh, let me grab the board.
But yeah, I remember some of that, and then what else did we do? We did. Well, there's one that's been. I don't know if I even still have the footage of it. But when we were going to Denton and we did the road trip snack.
Okay, hold up here. Time out me even writing these down. So I'm upset about this one, and I'm gonna go on the rant. I'm gonna roast you in front of these people. I'm doing this again.
Roast me.
This man destroyed one of the peak of comedies I've ever had by not uploading it. So in our Denton adventure, headed up there, Hannah had bought a couple of chips. some of the extremely hot chips for the one chip challenge.
Oh yeah.
We were planning to do this for BlubHub. So we got to a rest stop where there was a spider that dominated a sink.
That
That spider deserved
was
his
a
own
big
video.
ass spider.
Okay. First, before we get to that part, we got to tell the spider story. So we need to do the pee. We need to record the video. So we go into this creepy ass rest stop. We open it up. We use the creepy urinal. We come out. We go to wash our hands because we're civilized people. We look in that sink. I even questioned whether or not that might have been a tarantula, like a baby tarantula, because it wasn't like, but it was like up there in size, and it wasn't a big sink. So if you tried to wash your hands, your hand had to
Would be
go
like
right
touching it.
there. And I thought it was funny because like we looked at each other, and turned around and walked out and used a bottle of water. And there was a third guy that was waiting for us. And I know I didn't hear the water turn on, but he walked out like maybe a second after us. So I know that man did the exact same thing of he looked, considered it, realized that was how you die, and moved along. That rest stop was covered in spider webs. There are so many spiders there. Like, don't go there if you're arachnophobic. That area just webs, spiders, all of the shiz.
Where was that at, anyways? I was like between the border, right?
Yeah.
But barely the border.
It was in Texas, but like just in Texas, like just over.
I thought it was before Texas because we made it to the Texas side too, as well.
I thought it was one of the small ones before you get to the main one, because we only drove like another like maybe 20 minutes, and then we were at the main one.
I know it took us a long time.
Yeah, what was supposed to just be a couple hours somehow turned into like a 5-hour drive. We got through like the twilight zone to get there, the outer limits. But back to the chip story. So we're there. We have it set up. We're recording. We open our one chip. We do our general thing where we count down. I shove this whole goddamn chip in my fucking mouth like a man, like you're supposed to, like it was meant to be. And I turned to see this man just took like you know the little bit from SpongeBob where a Squidward goes to try the Krabby Patty and he just like rips off like the little baby ass chunk. That's what you did to that goddamn chip. And then he was like, "That's pretty spicy." Puts up his chip and like closes it back up, and I'm like, "This isn't that bad." And then the fires of hell ignited in my mouth, and it became one of the worst experiences in my entire goddamn life. Mostly because that chip tasted awful. That chip tasted so bad. I think it would have been better had it tasted like a Dorito or something, but it was just a very bland, painful experience.
Yeah, because they don't have flavor, no salt or anything.
Yeah, it's just chip with pain juice. And it lives up to the pain. And I was the motherfucker that was driving. So I ended up drinking probably like a gallon of water in that car because I tried to spit up as much of the chip as I could to help. And then I like swished around water and was spitting out water, and I did that for like 2 bottles of water so I wouldn't like just leave the acid in my mouth. I was trying to get it out.
You were also eating those Swiss rolls you got.
Yeah, to like try and sugar. Let me tell you though, when we made it to Denton, I don't think I quite explained to you this. I think I tried to tell you, but we were still like in con fever, so I don't know if you listened. But we got there.
Was this our first time going to Denton?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So
we were talking shit a lot.
We really were. But we get in there, and I was like, I need to use the bathroom, and I knew I needed to shit. I knew what this shit was gonna be. I knew. It was not a lot of shit. That motherfucker burnt. That was a spicy shit.
A spicy meatball.
It really was. And my stomach for that whole day, I felt so bad. Like, I just, like, my insides, my intestines, my stomach, my throat, my chest just didn't feel good. It went away the next day, but, like, I would not do it again.
Not for the 2022 challenge one.
No, it would not be worth it. I've already done it the once. I wanted it to be on the internet, and this man denied you of this.
If I can find it, I'll definitely see if he wants
Because
to
you
let you
did a
do.
teaser for it on BlubHub.
Yeah.
You get to see the start of it. You just don't get to see how it ends for me,
Yeah.
which looks far more dramatic because I've seen it. It looks like I'm in far more pain than what I actually am. It just goes from being a funny ha ha, like in that moment, to oh crap, this could actually be pretty painful, and I need to deal with this before I get to funny ha ha. But it was funny ha ha.
But yeah, definitely.
So this is my story of how I became a man and I was a bitch.
Yeah. I still have the chip in there. And
I should make you eat it.
it's all gross now, probably.
You deserve it. Make you lick it.
Yeah. Now that I can't handle spice no more, yeah, I don't think I'll probably die. You died, I'll probably just die within it.
And that's another thing I'll say is I like spicy food. I really do. That was not happy spicy. That was sad spicy.
I used to love spicy food. Now it doesn't love me, and it sucks. Because every time I order spice, it just hurts. Like it doesn't like the flavor. You can make it as good flavor, it just hurts.
Isn't that what Kai said about it?
Yeah.
When you were like calling him a bitch, now you're
And
saying that.
I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or whatever, but it hurts and I'm sad.
I kind of go through weird stages with heat, like with spicy food. So I'll get to points in time where like I can't do spicy, where if it's like even a little spicy, I don't like it. But then I'll have moments where it cannot cause me enough pain, where I will be like, slap some more. We're putting jalapenos, we're dumping hot sauce on it, slap the pepper jack cheese, and fucking dipping it in Tabasco sauce and slap it in my mouth.
We get 50 likes, we'll do it again. Okay. We'll make them into nachos.
We'll make it into nacho. Oh god. Oh god, spicy chip. One of those chips with a little cheese on it and jalapeno just
We could do it
garnished.
the cheaper version because I know those chips are like $22 each. But the same company makes the same hot chips, but like in different flavors, but really hot, but not extreme hot.
Look, I've done ghost pepper before, so I know I can handle ghost pepper. You've actually eaten a ghost pepper raw. I haven't eaten a ghost pepper raw, but I had those dried ones that you had.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we even did that for the
for the
Taco
tacos.
Bell. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I
Oh,
ate
Silva.
those jalapeno. Oh yeah, and I also ate those jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
And that fucking dude, yeah, I know those exact same pain, and I like threw up, and I like took a shit, and like
I forgot about the jalapeno poppers.
yeah, it was like for every like that I did, uh,
Yeah. I would
I ate
like
a
to
jalapeno
inform you
popper.
that I got a lot of people to like that video. I put in some work. I went and recruited people I never usually talk to, and I'm just like, you're gonna fucking like this video, man. All right, I'll like the video. Damn right you will. Unless those assassins get you.
So I think that was the most
So,
excruciating pain.
aside from that, though, got a favorite video that you've ever done on your channel? Got your own like favorite video?
Uh, I don't know. There's a lot of videos. I got about like 1K
You
worth
do
of
have a
videos.
1,000 videos.
So if there's a video that I always probably go back. It's probably like my behind the scenes, my BTS. Uh, I call them extras or something. So that's probably one of them. I remember me and David were hanging something on the door,
Uh huh.
and I think it was the most hilarious thing in the world. And then I also made a video called "Ode to David," and he looked like he died, and I'm just doing a whole bit where he looks like he died.
Damn.
Yep, it was pretty fun. Video wise, I would say also my I guess I created a game show called The Love Seat. I think that was a pretty fun one. I
I'm
never
gonna be
used.
honest, I didn't really watch it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to use green screen before,
I'm not sure we do.
But I've learned a little bit, and I know how to improve it if I were to do another episode. Uh, that'd be great to like definitely do again. I know that for sure. And now that I got lapel mics, the audio quality would be a little bit better. I know that for sure. I know, but we will see if there is going to be another love seat. It took like 2 days after Valentine's Day. And I think like the whole situation would kind of be kind of hard because my brother and his girlfriend kind of broke up. My girlfriend, his girlfriend. I think I said my girlfriend.
Yeah, your brother and your girlfriend broke up.
Yeah. So
I'm so sorry for your loss.
yeah,
I didn't realize
I don't know
you
why
were
I said
dating
my.
your
I
brother's
think I
girlfriend.
did say my girlfriend.
You
Did I
did.
say okay? I know. What the fuck? His girlfriend broke up. I think I meant to say my brother, but I also said my girlfriend.
You just said "my" too many times.
Yeah. So.
You talking shit.
But yeah, that's something. How about you? You got a favorite video? I know I got a favorite video of yours. That Polaris video.
So, well, there's the videos me and you like, but I don't feel like are like a general like super my super favorite. I just enjoy moments from them. Let's see. I feel like there's one that's one of my favorites, but I also hate it. I hate it because of what it is. It's one of my most popular videos, and for a long
Is it
time
new
there
anime
was,
plot?
yeah, almost a new anime plot because the video it's based off of is called New Anime Plot, so it's almost a new anime plot. It so if you guys don't know, there's a video super popular that's called a new anime plot where there's a transfer student with and that's the whole thing is it's like the main protagonist has huge boobs, major honkers, massive badonkers, and it just keeps going and it gets weirder the longer it goes until you get hunga longa no no lagangas, which is still one of my favorite words for boobs I've ever heard in my life. But me and my friends, specifically Razzle, loved that. We thought it was hilarious. So Razzle decided he was going to write me a similar-esque script, but rather than it being based on the boobs, it be based on the penis. So that's what it is. It's just almost the exact same thing, but just with me saying penis in different ways.
I think I got a new favorite video actually. Uh, it's a really old video.
Uh-huh.
It's starts off as 3, 2, 1, dead radio.
That one is a good video though.
I saw the future.
Oh, that is a terrible.
I don't know why I always click on it because it's just every time when I was like firstly subscribed to you, I would always click on it, and I'm like, I don't know why. I think it's just that guy's voice I don't like. It's like 3, 2, 1, dead radio.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, there it is.
One dead radio.
Oh man.
But either way, yeah, that's that almost new anime plot is probably up there in some of my favorite videos. I don't know. I've had some videos that I like enjoy for really weird things. Like one video that I have to give credit to because it was one of my favorite videos and still is one of my favorite videos, but for like a different reason. My first Tyrannia video. That was kind of like the reboot to my channel, like the reboot into like my wanting to do YouTube, the a series that people liked. Though as weird as it is now, like at that point in time, those videos were getting like 15, 20, like to like maybe 40 views, and I was just like, wow, this is kind of crazy that this amount of people are watching my shiz, and it's kind of weird thinking now that most of my videos are that's about my average is close to that like 30-40 range. But for that time, that was like insane to me that any amount of people close to that watch. So that was kind of like one of my favorite videos, just because I felt like it helped my channel a lot. But let's see, what's like. I don't know if I have like a single favorite like video that I enjoy, because like I said, I enjoy them for different reasons. Like I have videos that I enjoy because I love their thumbnails. I put a lot of work into thumbnails, editing wise. I enjoyed editing our forest videos. I think that has some of my favorite editing to it. It's really different than all my other videos. A lot of weird pop-ups and things like that going on there. I don't think I really have a favorite one video.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking about starting a new channel.
Yeah. And I know you've mentioned that recently.
Today I was like really considering like, now that I know I have all the knowledge that I have now.
You wonder whether or not it would help be more useful in a new channel rather than I get that, because I kind of think the same thing, because I think that's as considerable is the fact that we both started our channels, one when we were pretty young, and two not knowing what we were doing. In fact, I've only reached a point where I feel like I'm more adequate and confident in my abilities, and that's only been like in the last year that I've gotten to that point. Anything past like 6 months ago, and I look at the thumbnails or the titles or the way I edited, and I do not enjoy it. I don't think it's good. So I do understand, though, almost want to start a new channel just to
Well, I mean,
use everything that
I
I
was
have.
told that I was shadow banned, so that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I mean, it would just be kind of useful because, like, think about how much, because I had one person explain this to me. So you have 1,000 videos.
Yeah.
So how many of those videos do you think like most people now would like thoroughly enjoy that hold up to your content now out of that 1,000?
I have no idea.
So,
That's
because here's the thing, if someone subscribes to you or someone watches your video and YouTube goes to recommend them a video, it's going to have to pick through that 1,000.
yep.
For me, it's 500. And out of that 1,000, it has you have to now get lucky and hope that it recommends them one of your videos that not only competes with the surrounding videos, but also if they do decide to click on it, it holds up to your current content, which is kind of one of my main issues right now. Is like my Spooktastic Saturdays now are so different than they were at the start that I've actually broken them up, because at the end of all of my videos, I would usually do the whole, hey, I have a playlist to my Spooktastic Saturdays, and it was just all of them together. And I realized that if anyone clicked that, it would start with my very first one, which, albeit, is not good and not even close to what it is now. So I actually have it broken up into season one and season two, where season one is kind of my old, basically all my older ones, and season two being my more modern ones. So if people do click on it, they're not bombarded with like lower quality. So I think that's another reason to consider it, because I know I have. I don't know if I will, especially since my channel is doing all right now. But it's something that I've always considered and might look back into.
I just know that my situation, I feel like I don't know if I could. I don't know, because I already have this whole brand and who I
I will
am,
say
but
this, because I feel like this. I feel like we'll do it on podcast. We'll do it. We'll have our little sit down. We'll do the turn. We'll do the Dr. Phil. If I might, may I make a criticism?
Sure.
And I didn't come up with this criticism myself. This is a criticism from both Razzle and his roommates, because that's one thing is hi Razzle and roommates, a variety, and Razzle's other friends. They actually watch BlubHub and both of us in our different content. And one complaint, or not even complaint really, but criticism that they have that I've kind of had to take more to heart recently is a niche. And it's this. Your channel, if you look at your channel, it's a huge variety of a lot of things. And I mean a lot of things. Like even your past last 10 videos are so different from each other. And that's kind of why I've had to kind of crack down more on what I want my channel to be. Is mine was the same way as yours, of just a variety of different things going on all back and forth. And there are some videos that I'm like, oh, I want to make this, but then I have to stop and go, but it doesn't fit with my current niche. Which, for people that don't know, my niche, the market that I hit, is scary games, specifically like scary indie horror games. That's kind of like the area that I feel I'm trying to hit. Albeit I do have some weird branch outs, and the older you go, the less that's so, but that's currently my aim. And since I've started doing that, I have noticed improvements on my channel. So that's one thing I would say is I think you kind of need to crack down on what your channel actually is.
And I don't know what I am. What am I, Papa?
I'm sorry, my son. I cannot tell you this. I cannot divulge this information to you. This is something for you to find.
Yeah.
Or, though I'm usually not for it, as I don't think it works out most of the time, you might have to make multiple channels to do different things. And you're already one for multiple channels. I'm not. I don't find the enjoyment out of it. But you might have to do that where you can upload like a gaming video on Haynos Ain't Gaming, and then on Haynos Ain't News you can upload things like that Logan Paul skit thing that you did, or your most recent Darman video. So I think that's, and to people that like YouTube and are doing YouTube or planning on doing YouTube or just want to hear other people's perspective, I kind of was against this for a long time of doing the niche. I was like, well, it's my channel. I want to do whatever I want on it, and if people like it, they like it. So be it. And I think that if you don't really care too much about growth, go for it. I think that's a great way of thinking about things. But if growth is on your mind, the more niche you can get, the better for you. And like I said, I kind of had a wide variety of things going on, and I've only recently started cracking down more to hit my horror game niche, and I have come up with some more ideas of things that I'm going to do in the horror game area. So then, since I've done that, it has improved my channel's retention rate and me finding people that enjoy the videos. And I think that's what you should do if you care about growth, is find something you enjoy, stick to that.
Yeah. I might have some considerations, and because I already created another channel.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know what to put on it.
You gotta figure that one out yourself. That is a journey for you to take, my friend.
Because
I feel like this took a funny topic, and now we've reached a moment where Hayna having a perplexing life experience. Let us analyze.
So Hannah Saint's going to be Hannah Saint, so I might just do the things where I want to talk about topics, the Darman, Logan Paul situation, and probably just keep it as that. but I got the basics. Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep it
this
like
is art. Yeah,
art. The Hands of Prime Plus Square channel. That's basically for my Patreon.
Yeah.
So that's not really much. There might be a few behind the scenes free things. So, but this new channel, I already have a whole name for it, background layout, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the whole thing. I don't know if I should just keep it as that whole branding of what it is because it's completely different from what I got. Uh, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm a bit scared of what I should put on it because it's also a pending company name that I kind of want.
I will also say this because it's advice I'm about to give Hannah, and I didn't actually come up with this advice. I forgot where I heard it from, but it was from a larger YouTuber, so I'm just gonna reiterate it. And if you know where it's from, cite my source for me, please. He said that whenever he makes a new channel or does a new channel on YouTube, he actually uploads like about like I think it's like 10 videos and has them like he does them all together that way like at the start, so whenever his channel goes live, when it finally all goes out there, and people go and click on his channel, they can see that there's more than one video, that he has other content there, and he said that helps. So that's my advice, is you might want to just get a nice little collection of videos to put on there together rather than scattered throughout.
So just basically see what sticks, and then
Yeah, so no, like hold back and gather like a clump of content, like make like 10 videos, and then basically, as far as I remember it, pretty much upload them all at the same time. So it would be like if I started a new channel and I still wanted to do my horror game thing, I would start a new channel, make basically 10 Spooktastic Saturdays, but then upload them all in the exact same day, basically back to back to back. Uh, so if anyone finds my channel, they know that I'm not a potentially dead channel. I'm a channel that has a variety of content. I'm producing.
gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's more to it than that. Like I said, I can't really remember it all that well. I just remember hearing that and going, "That's interesting."
I
And
thought
I
you
kind of
meant
like
like
that.
make 10 different
No,
niche
not like
style
different.
videos
No, like
and then
they're
throw in.
like all the basically all the style of video that you want. Like
Gotcha.
basically that is your commitment to your brand at that point.
Gotcha.
But there we go. I'm not sure what else we have to go on. This has been a weird roller coaster of things.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else, Anna?
Not really.
You know what? I take it back. I can think of the worst BlubHub video that's ever been made, but never been made. We have two boxes over there. That's a Van Gogh
Oh yeah.
puzzle that we thought was going to be easy as fuck, but was so complicated that we haven't finished it. We, in fact, just said fuck that video. So,
That was the start of the beginning of the new year too, though.
yeah.
So
That, like, we weren't even halfway through, and that video was already like 2 hours long.
yeah,
So,
we're like, so
we started having an emotional bonding moment in the middle of recording because we were just like, yeah, this is all going to be edited out. So, how's your day going?
but yeah, definitely. Uh, anything else? Any announcements? You got anything going on? You get married or something?
No, I wish. I'm
Oh,
single. Single as fuck. Ladies.
so yep. I would say thank you for watching this video. We're trying to shoot for 100 likes. Hell, we're even trying to shoot for
We're shooting for likes?
yeah.
Wow.
We're shooting for 50 likes, but hell, we're just
I'll take
trying to.
3.
So, but yes, definitely. Thank you for liking and commenting on this video, and yes, we'll definitely see you in the next BlubHub Babbles. Babbles. Yep.